Nani?
And hello, people, and welcome to another episode of Nani Support Group. Today is, it's Sunday. Nice quick, episode. Here today, we got my main man Zenith.
You, what up? It's Big Zen. You know how I do.
AKA,
Don't say it.
Zen by way. I'm sorry, I had to do it. But this is what is episode 9? No, 8. I think it's episode 8. You'll look at the just all you gotta do is look at the title. We'll figure it out. But
Right, we figured it out.
we usually going on, just talking shit, But didn't get a chance to do this on Wednesday because it was my nephew's birthday, so happy birthday, short man. Just gotta throw that out there.
Hey.
But today's topics, we'll be talking about what anime was good but had trash endings. And this could also go for manga as well, so anime or manga. You're also going to run across Netflix with their they're testing out a thing about charging people to share their passwords outside of their homes. That's they're working on that. The TMNT Cowabunga collection. Gonna have our thoughts on that. Toonami's 25th anniversary with a classic returning, Fooly Cooly, and their announcement for the release date for Junji Ito's Uzumaki anime. That's gonna be coming out in the fall. And also we talk about the Jujutsu Kaisen 0. Not talk about the movie because the movie's still fresh, just it's in the movies right now.
Did you see it?
I did not see it yet. I'm probably gonna get tickets tomorrow. Probably gonna see it tomorrow. I'm probably if I have time, I might see it today. But that's then of course we round it off with what are we watching currently. So let's start this thing off, man. Let's go ahead and start it off. Well, so Zen, what anime or manga that you thought that was great, but that ending was trash?
No, I don't know. Like, I'm trying to think because this is actually kind of hard. Now I'm not gonna say like the endings of animes, but I'll say stuff like that. I'll be watching it and it'll be good in the beginning, and then it just gets super boring or super trash, and it just make me not want to watch it.
All right, well,
Like,
what anime is that?
it's a few. I'm about to start naming them down. One is Boruto.
All right. An anime or manga?
The anime. The manga was great. The anime was the animation was trash. It started getting like not trash, but it was just like simple looking. Like it wasn't like how Naruto was. Then it was like it was just like getting too many filler. It was just like to the point where I just stopped watching it. When they fucking went into this cave thing and they had to like move some rocks to get out or some shit like they in Harry Potter, I had to stop watching that shit.
Nah, I feel you.
And it got to the point where even like when it just picked back up where the manga was, I couldn't even watch it again because to me it was that horrible. And that's one. And then another, it's like, now this one is a different reason, like Dragon Ball Super. I'm a dub guy, but the dub for Super is super trash. It's like it's ugly for some reason. I don't know. It looked weird. And
well, the dub. You mean it sounds weird, not so much to look weird.
It sounds weird, but it looks weird. Like when they talking, it look like the mouths just don't add up, and it sounds slow, and it's just weird. But not just that. Like the super arcs have like great beginnings, and then they'll execute it totally wrong. The manga too. Like the ending of the beginning of the black arc was fire, but the ending was trash. And it was just like, what the fuck? Like y'all just did too much extra. It's like they trying to do too much fan service.
Yeah.
Another John, well, it's not so much the anime because the anime ended good, even though we wanted more. But Hunter x Hunter, the manga, everybody knows why. But I
Yeah.
ain't even start talking about it. And then
That's a conversation. Well, you have a ray of light at the end of this tunnel because apparently,
yeah,
as far as as far as the creator of Hunter x Hunter goes, he is. I think he's gonna let his wife finish it out.
yeah. Well, what the fuck is that gonna happen?
That I don't know. I guess, but I mean, listen. I mean, it's in good. I mean, if this is real news, it's true news. I consider that in good hands. I mean, come on, the creator of
Is it
Sailor
good
Moon.
hand? Is it good hand?
Yeah,
Like is
it's
he
the creator of
is he
Sailor Moon. Like, come on now,
no? Like Sailor Moon was okay, but is it
bro,
a great story?
bro. Like, you can't diss a classic, man. I'm sorry, just
No,
can't
you
diss a
can't.
classic. Nah, you
That's
can't.
why.
You can't diss a classic,
That's why. Because I knew you was gonna say that. Because it's a classic. It's Sailor Moon. Da, 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 da. No,
I
is it a
mean,
good?
yeah, it's a good story. It's
No,
a
it's
good
not.
story. It's a good story. It is.
What's
It's a
good
good.
about the
No,
story?
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Like, it's coming from an era, right? You talk about an anime that coming from an era that's like, action first, story second. I mean, because let's be real, like Dragon Ball Z story, like it could drag. It can drag. I'm not saying that it's not. It's not saying that it's not good, but it can drag. But like the action sequence in those animes are like top tier. So like, I mean, like I said, it's one of those things where Sailor Moon, it is what it is. Like, yes, does it have
Sailor
plot
Moon,
hole? Is it perfect? No, it's not perfect. But
Sailor
it,
Moon is just a classic because it came out at a time and did well at that time.
yeah.
But
Well,
Sailor Moon
it,
it's just like a Power Ranger. It's like every episode they
yeah,
transform.
yeah. But like it's
And
a
they
Power Ranger. Like it's a shonen. It's a shonen that was supposed to be geared towards women, but it's like, bro, even even called male audience is like crazy too. So it's just
yeah,
like
but that's
it's
saying
all
like
about timing.
it's that good hands though. But we'll talk about that another
Yeah,
time. What's your
I consider it good hands though, but I'll say I have one anime in mind, or manga I should say, because the anime didn't go too far, didn't go that far. Um, but I do have one manga that comes to mind when I hear that question of like, you know great story, great manga, great story and everything, artwork and everything, but that ending just it just ruined everything, and it's like it literally like and it really just took the whole entire series to really just be like, are you serious? Literally the last panel, I was just like, you got to be fucking kidding me. And I got so mad because it just ruined everything for me about this manga. And that's Prison School.
Oh yeah, you talk.
Prison School. Like that, if like I mean, first of all, like I said, the anime, it's only like I think it's 25 episodes. I think the anime is like 25 episodes. So it doesn't really go anywhere. But the manga,
Mhm.
like it just like I said, like I like the story of it, and everything that happens is just everything that happens is hilarious. Like it was hilarious, it was raunchy, like it was just like it just it like it had everything there is to it, and then it's just like I'm trying like, well, I mean it's been a while since Prince School went out, but it's a character called Hannah, and like Hannah is always on the main character's shit. Like she's always like trying to prove like, oh, he's not good enough, this, that, another thing. Like, this nigga is like, like just dicking, like straight up dicking, like crazy, right? But it's
Rubbish.
like they did
Right.
not give the main character any redemption at the end, and it's not like a good story. I'm not saying like, oh, a story where the main character doesn't get a redemption at the end. I'm not saying like that's trash. No, I mean it could work from time. It can work like when it comes down to it. Like a main character not getting like their justice, or a main character not like achieving their goal at the end. Like that's fine. Like I'm not saying those are trash. Those aren't trash stories. But this one, it's just the way how this whole joint ended. Like it made no sense. It was just like And I think everything that kind of led up, because I mean, like it was the arc before the final. It was like an arc before like the final chapter where they was doing like the school festival or the sports festival thing, and that just dragged on. Like I mean, that was we're talking like we're talking like chapters like as far as long as like Dressrosa. Like it took a few years to get through this, and then the crazy thing about it is the chapters, they will get nowhere. You'll have about 20 chapters that didn't go nowhere. That series kind of really pissed me off, and especially with the outcome of that and what we was waiting for every week by week on a week by week basis though. But yeah, Prison School, nah, I can't even suggest that to anybody really because of that. You know,
I mean, I got another one, but it went bad. It didn't turn out great, and that's Gurren Lagann.
All right, Gurren Lagann, okay.
Because like when the main character died,
Uh-huh.
I was what the fuck? Like the whole energy of the show died, and it was like I don't want to watch this shit no more. Luckily, I kept watching it, and it got good again. But it was just like, yo, what the fuck? Like that could like make somebody don't want to watch that shit no more.
Nah, I hear it.
They really took a big risk by killing him off like that. Like,
I mean, it was a big risk though, but I mean, it turned out fairly well though. That's the crazy thing.
I
It
know.
turned out well. There's one of those cases where it did turn out well. It's sort of like the same. If you ever played Gears of War, and you playing through Gears 3, and if you like, I played through the first 3 Gears game with a buddy of mine that I used to work with.
Mm-hmm.
So he always played as Marcus, and I played as Dominic. You know, his the buddy, and in Gears 3, Dominic dies. Like they kill off Dominic in the middle of the fucking game. And I was so mad, like, when they gave me the replacement for Dominic, and I was just like done. I was just like, bro, like I can't. I mean, he wasn't a bad character though. He wasn't
with like a regular gear dude.
No. He wasn't a regular gear dude. He was Marcus' buddy. Like he was like his best friend. You know, the Hispanic dude.
Mm-hmm.
Like in the second one, you found out you actually found his wife.
Yeah.
I mean, if you played the game, but I mean, I'm just saying. But like, it's just
I played all of them. So,
huh?
But I played all the games, but I thought it was like a regular dude like on the team at one point.
No. I mean, there's.
I'm talking about the dude with the mask.
Yeah, the dude with the mask. Like he was basically like a gag, like a Kenny gag. Like because every game he'll get killed.
Oh yeah,
yeah. I think every game he gets killed except I think with the exception of the third one. I think they didn't kill him on the third one. I think they didn't kill him on the third one, or was it 4? It was one of those games where they brought him up. He had the same name and everything like that, but they didn't kill him though. But Dominic was like, I grew attached to that character, and then when he died, I felt it. I was like, oh my god, like they did not just kill off one of my favorite characters, and then like they killed him off in the middle of the game, and then they had me, and then they replaced him with somebody else, and I was like, I would play this nigga. Like, who the fuck is this guy? But like at the end of the day, though, like you get used to it. Like it's like I said, that's just good writing right there. That's good writing. And I said Gurren Lagann is one of those things where it was great writing. Like you grew attached to the main character, then he died, and you as a viewer, you're like, man, I'm done with this shit, man. Like you can't tell me, man. Nah, man, you can't be doing. You know what I mean? Like it's a great risk too. It is a risk because it's the risk that people get too invested in the character and they will stop watching.
Yeah,
like. You know, that's like One Piece. It's sort of like One Piece. If they actually killed Luffy, like if they actually killed him off, he's not coming back. Like, yo, how many motherfuckers would stop watching One Piece? Like, I'm just saying, like, be a lot of motherfuckers that would stop watching One Piece if Luffy dies before he finds One Piece. Yeah, but
right.
You know, that's my 2 cents on that. On that subject though. Next we're gonna be let's move into the next segment, which is let me go put up my article on found this on MSN actually. This article on MSN. Which is Netflix I can't talk today. Netflix is starting to test to charge users for sharing passwords outside of their homes. Now,
That,
right now, they're not doing it
this,
in the United States. They're
they
not.
already charge users for using passwords outside of it. It's like $2 extra to get multiple users.
Oh, they
Like
already
at
started it
different.
here.
You can hear me?
Yeah, I get you.
Yeah. So they already do that. So what is this for? Like I don't get it.
I didn't know they already started doing that.
Well, when you sign up for Netflix, they said, do you want to use one user, which is like $8, and then you want to use multiple users, and then it's like $12.
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
you
But if you bypass that though, and
how
y'all
you
just
buy?
use under one, y'all just share under one thing outside of household, they don't charge you.
Yeah, but multiple users at the same time, it's the same thing,
Yeah,
ain't it?
yeah, yeah. But this one, they're talking about like if they like they look and they see like you have one account, but it's being used outside of your house or outside of your household, like stuff like that. Then they're testing that to see if they could charge you again with like $1.99.
Mm-hmm.
So like they're hammering. They're basically what Netflix is doing is they're hammering down on the whole sharing passwords thing because they want more money. Um, like I said, this right here. I mean, it comes at no surprise, but at the same time, if this succeeds, and what I mean by succeeds, if they actually find a way where people they start charging people to share their passwords, like what I mean. Like if
Mm-hmm.
people they start charging people to share their password and it works out and it kind of goes
Multiple.
under the radar, multiple things.
Mm.
Then you're gonna have multiple streaming services going to do the same thing. Because like I said, let's face it, Netflix is the biggest streaming service. Netflix is the biggest streaming service. Like Netflix ain't going anywhere. It's bigger than Disney Plus. It's bigger than Paramount Plus. It's bigger than HBO Max, Hulu. Like Netflix is like the top tier of streaming of streaming things. If they do something and it kind of like catches like kind of like you know catches on and it turns out to be more of a positive thing. Like, and not mean like, look, to us consumers, it's always gonna look at a negative, but it's not. But this not supposed to be like the idea of the consumer. This is supposed to be for what they see behind closed doors of what how much money they're gonna make out of this. If
That's the
they
kind of
go
now
ahead,
thinking about because what if you on your phone on Netflix and you're at work or you're out of town or something?
I mean,
Or out of town and you log in somewhere else.
I'm guessing, like you said, this is how they're testing it now, and I'm thinking maybe it's like if you have one account, right? But everybody like this. Let's say like you have a Netflix account, right? And account, instead of them creating a new account on your password, everybody's using that one account, right? I'm guessing if they find like you could use it in your car if you're on your phone, you're in your car. I'm guessing maybe like as you're using it, then somebody else jumps in and tries to use it.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I mean? And it's like, oh, this one person that's not even in your area is using it. You see what I'm saying? Like I mean, like I don't know. Like I said,
No,
right now they're
I
testing
don't
it.
get it.
Right now they're testing it. I'm not like as I said because what it says right here, and this article is from. Let me see. Wait, what year? This. Goddamn, this is a small article. Oh, continue reading. Uh, well, where the hell did they? Wow, this is a lame. This is a pretty lame article. Hold on, give me a sec here. Uh, what do you got? Let me see.
All right, while you looking for that, I want to say an anime that actually that people sleep on, and from start to finish, it was actually good, and the ending made it even better. Like Like the ending was crazy, and it's called Gargantia. You ever heard of that?
Yeah, you were telling me about that.
Yeah, I tried to put you on, but you ain't listen. But that joint is actually really good. That joint really good. Like the twist
All
at
right,
the end is crazy.
all right. So this article better because this article came out. This article is from The Verge, and this came out the 16th of this year, the 16th of March of this year. So a few days ago. Just a few weeks after announcing the latest price hike, because of course Netflix raised their prices yet again. Um, Netflix announced it's cracking down on the widespread practice of password sharing between people who don't live in the same household by prompting them to pay an extra fee for the privilege. So you saying they're already doing this now? They already did that?
Mm.
Because right here it says during the test period, Netflix will try out an approach in 3 countries: Chile, Costa Rica, and Peru. There, in addition to the ability to transfer viewing profiles into new accounts, either your own primary account or someone else's. Subscribers will be prompted to add an extra viewer to their package at a discounted price of basically $2.99. Uh, this is not the first time Netflix having experimented with clampdown of password. Yeah. So you're saying like they're already doing that, or this is new?
I don't know. I ain't got no recognition of it.
Yeah. Well, yeah. So currently, like I said, this came out like a few days ago. So right now they are testing. Netflix is now testing like password sharing, and if you have multiple accounts, they might charge you an extra $3 for those accounts. Um, like I said, right now it's in testing phase, and like I said, in 3 countries. Of course, it's going to be all in South America. You know, for some reason they want to test in South America. Like I don't really understand that. But I mean, listen, I mean, we're currently at the mercy of of Netflix because it is their company, and at any point at any time they can change certain things, and it's not and nothing is you know carved in stone at this point, right? If you don't like it, then just don't just get out of Netflix if you don't like it and find other means to watch what you want to watch. That's the best way to approach this situation if you don't like it or if it really disturbs you. Um or another option is all the people that tags along on one subscriber, you start charging them. Start charging them that $3 or whatever it will might cost if it does if it does come to the States. You know, like I said, for me, I share my password. As long as you don't fuck up my watch time, I'll share my password. I don't give a shit. Like, that's me. But if you start charging though, then I might be like, oh, okay, look, I'm changing my password. Like, y'all gotta get your own. Like, y'all gotta get your own.
Right.
Because like you can tell this is gonna start some arguments in households. It's definitely gonna start some arguments in the household. And they started to pop with this one. But like I said, if this kicks off, and if this does well when it comes down to the business side of things, not the consumer, but the business side of things, Hulu's going to follow, Disney Plus going to follow, et cetera, et cetera. You
Yeah.
know, just Netflix is going to be the first one to get to put the evil horns on and and actually ridicule people for doing this though. But my thoughts
Right.
is like this. For right now, share away, save some money, share away, And I still say this, and I know this is like sort of a little bit of a different topic, but I'm just gonna say this though. I still think I still think streaming services is way better than cable all around. You know, with cable, you got to pay one price for hundreds of channels that you're not going to watch. At least with the streaming services, I can pay 1 month for something. And then if I don't watch it for that long, I'll just cut it off. I could
Right.
always go back to it. It doesn't like, you don't there's no grace period. They don't charge you an extra fee for unsubscribing or or anything. They don't charge you anything like that. You just hop back and you hop on whatever you feel like. So for all the people that saying, "Oh, it's just like cable. It's like 100 different, it's like 100 different streaming services out there. You're paying just as much as cable." No, you're not, because like I said, you don't have to have nobody telling you to have all the streaming services. But like,
but and the fact that you get to watch, like you get to pick which streaming services you want.
yeah, exactly.
And I just talked to my dad about this. Like, he about to cut his cable off because he like, yo, I only watch like 10 channels and I got like thousands of channels and I'm wasting my money.
Exactly.
Like, for real, that's a big thing.
Yeah.
Like,
So honestly, though, the streaming services, I don't like I said, even with this going on, I still think the streaming services is like, it beats out anything else. It really do. It beats out anything else. Like if you feel that you're paying too much for, if like say you got Netflix and Hulu, right? You watch more Netflix than you do Hulu, but if you realize that I really don't watch Hulu like that, get rid of it. It's literally you go into your profile, you hit unsubscribe, and then they stop charging you. And if by any chance you want to watch something that is like, if you want to watch something that comes on Hulu or that comes on Disney Plus or HBO Max or any of those streaming services that you want to watch, you can hop back into it. No extra costs. You just hop right back into it and you pay that month. So, like I said, still streaming services, even though everybody having their own thing, it's still a lot better than cable. I'm not paying for something that I'm definitely not watching.
Right.
Yeah. But that's the Netflix thing. Let's go into the next topic, which is Teenage Mutant and Ninja Turtles, the Cowboy collection. That was announced, I want to say a week ago. I think around a week ago that that collection was announced. It's supposed to be coming out sometime this summer on all platforms. And when I mean all platforms, we're talking PS4, PS5, Xbox One, Xbox Series S, Series X, Switch, PC, Steam. Highly accessible game. 13 games in total within this collection for $40. You can't beat that shit. You can't. And this is the collection that I've desperately wanted for like a long time. You get the first, you get the NES versions of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the first one. The second one, NES version, arcade game. Turtles 3, Manhattan Project for the NES. You get the Super Nintendo version of Turtles in Time, which is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 4. You get tournament fighters from all three platforms. So the NES tournament fighters, the Super Nintendo tournament fighters, and the Sega Genesis tournament fighters. You get Hyperstone Heist, which was for the Sega Genesis. You get the arcade version of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. You get the arcade version of Turtles in Time, and you also get the first three Game Boy games for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. You cannot beat that fucking collection. If you played any of those Turtles games, you're gonna want to buy this, hands down. If you're a fan,
I played them, but it was hard for me when I was younger playing them games. Like it was really hard for some reason.
Oh, the first game was hard as hell. I ain't gonna lie to you. Matter of fact, that's one of the games I still haven't beaten till this day. The Turtles game, the first Turtle game on the NES. I mean, I like the game. Don't get me wrong. I love the game. And if, like you said, but that game is brutal. Like nonstop enemies, certain puzzles in that game where you think you should jump, but you don't jump. Like it's weird. You know what I mean? And then I could never get past the Technodrome. Couldn't get past that. That's like a whole labyrinth. It was crazy, man. Like I should look up a guide. I should look up a guide to see how to beat that game. I should, but yeah, you get all those 13 games. And like I said, I am a huge beat 'em up Turtles fan, man. Like like the 4-player co-op. You know what I mean? Listen, I got 4 controllers. I'm Donatello. Y'all could be any other Turtle, as long as I'm Donatello, and we call it a fucking day, man. You know, you got Turtles in Time for the Super Nintendo, which is my favorite. Like, it's one of the few times where I'll say the console version was better than the arcade version. Yes, I'm saying that. Turtles in Time for the Super Nintendo is better than the arcade version, even though the arcade version has 4-player co-op. But the Super Nintendo one is just the level design and the bosses that were just on point. You know, like, I'm sorry, fighting Slash was like top tier. I don't give a shit what anybody say. Top tier. You know. What about you? What are you, Zen? You gonna have your kids play it? You gonna force your kids to play it?
Probably not.
See,
I'm not gonna lie.
you're not a true gamer, dad. You're not a true gamer, dad.
Hey man.
Oh man, but was that
just never played none of them like that. So
you ever played them?
I like to. I mean, I don't like it. Like, it's not that I don't like it. It's just I never played it really, so I don't know.
You know
I'm
what?
not excited. I'm not as excited as you are.
Yo, I don't care. I'm excited. I'm excited for this. I mean, and actually, like I said, another thing that kind of excites me about it though is like I said, the way how Konami is when it comes down to their classic games. I was actually surprised that they was they would actually was like, yo, you're coming out with this. Now, like I said, even though all of these games are Konami's, these are Konami's games right here. But because Konami doesn't own I think they don't own the license to Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I think Nickelodeon does. Nickelodeon owns the rights. So normally, Konami has been coming out with collections recently. Like they did the Contra collection where it has like all the classic Contra games, like the console version, the Game Boy versions, and the arcade version. They had the Castlevania collections. And those games normally run like $30. But this one is $40, and mostly, like I said, you get the $10 extra because they're paying for licensing fees. Since Nickelodeon owns Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the license, they gotta pay them for that. So that's why it's $10 extra. But still think it's a great deal, and the fact that it's accessible on every console. Now, which console do I think it'll be best played with? I honestly don't know, because in this day and age, like especially when it comes down to collections and older games that's being played on newer consoles, like there's going to be some sort of complaint about frame rate issues or something like that, something along those lines that I'm not going to be surprised with. But at the same time, I just want to play these games. As long as they're playable, as long as they ain't broken, I'm fine. If I'm playing the game at 30 frames per second, fuck it. I'm playing those games at 30 frames. I don't care. That's just me.
I feel you.
You know, long as I get a chance to play the game and they're playable, you know, and don't have no game breaking bugs or anything like that, I am absolutely fine. And at $40, look, you already caught my interest right there. I'll pay $40 for that. I'll buy that shit on the Switch and on Steam and call it a fucking day. Let's move on to the next topic though. Toonami's 25th anniversary, man. 25 years, man. Toonami.
Right.
I mean, let's face it, Toonami is basically every millennial's introduction to anime. Don't lie to me. I don't want to hear no goddamn lie talking about, oh, I was watching anime. Like, come on now.
Not my show, but
come on now. I mean, like, look,
but yeah,
I mean, like, if you're talking in general, like, personally, you might have watched an anime. Like, I know for me personally, my first experience with anime was actually, what's funny? My first experience with anime was Nick Jr.
Yeah, you told.
Yeah, which is crazy because like some of those shows on Nick Jr.'s the early days. We're talking. I say I'm 35 years old, so I mean. We're taking it way back, okay? Even Zen wasn't even a thought then. Like we're taking it back, but
because you're old.
Yeah, I know. but like with some of these they were animes. They were legit animes, and I had no clue they were animes until like I could really just say recently. I didn't realize they were animes until recently though.
But
But
you want to call them as animes because they were in Japan. They were made from Japan, but they were cartoons.
nah, they're legit animes, man. Yo, bro, I'm sorry, nah, they're anime. They're anime. I don't give a shit. They're anime.
Toonami, Toonami is going to be a good genre, but I mean it's not going to be the same. But they should definitely bring some back,
well, here's the
like
thing.
like Ball Z for sure. Like,
Well, here's the thing. Toonami is still going on. It just
I know.
relegated to adults. It's just relegated to Adult Swim at like the wee hours of the morning. I mean, it's a different age, different era when it comes to anime and even TV in general, because a lot of people not even watching TV. So that's why it's not really like that's why I feel like Toonami is not as big as it, as when we was growing up, you know? But I cannot like relish the fact that 25 years, Toonami is 25, and all the stuff like they did a bump recently. They did a bump. They did a bump, which is basically like a little advertisement for like the syndication that they're doing, and they brought it back to like when they was playing Dragon Ball Z, man. And it was this brought back some, because they had the music playing. You get the best action things. Like you got Goku's lines. You know what I mean? Goku really just be like, I'm the defender of the world. And it's like it's like it did rush back so many memories. And I have to say, like, entirely not just Dragon Ball Z that Toonami introduced us to, but it introduced us to a lot of animes that a lot of people really just don't talk about like that. You know what I mean? And we're talking like I said, Tenchi Muyo. You talk the Tenchi Muyo series. You're talking about Hamtaro.
Those are series, Bruce. That's why nobody talks about them.
Nah, man, no. But still, see, that's the problem though. See, like I said, no, because it has something for everybody. That's the crazy thing. It has something for everybody. That's what I appreciated about Toonami. Like it wasn't just the shonen stuff. They had something for everybody. Yo, you had your Gundam series there, man. And it's like, even though yes, they were edited,
took the real Gundam joint off and put the one with the big heads and stuff.
Yeah,
I'm like, what the? Well,
but they even put that. But see, like I said, it's still Gundam SD.
Shit was trash.
I mean, listen, it wasn't made for you though. See, Gundam SD was already made for kids. Like it was made for like kids, right? But like I said, it was still something for everybody. That's what I appreciate about Toonami. Like for 25 years, like it has something for everybody. Now, with this announcement, or with them celebrating, Adult Swim is celebrating Toonami's 25th anniversary. They had also announced a classic anime that is in the works and coming back for 2 new seasons next year, which is Fooly Cooly. Now, Fooly Cooly wasn't on Toonami, but it was on Adult Swim, because Adult Swim also introduced us to a lot of like top tier anime, Cowboy Bebop, because that wasn't on Toonami. So it introduced us to Cowboy Bebop, Trigun, Ghost in the Shell. Like it introduced us to those animes.
Inuyasha.
Inuyasha. You know what I mean? Like they introduced, like I said. So both Adult Swim and Toonami, I give props to, especially when help popularizing anime in the West. Because I mean, look, Fooly Cooly, I still watch that till this day. Now they did do like 2 Fooly Cooly series. You could call them season 2 and season 3, and that came out I think like 2016. But they're not that good. It wasn't that good. I mean, it's bad. It's bad to the point where you don't even see it on the Funimation app. It's bad to the point where you don't even see it on the Funimation app. Like that says a lot, But with this new one, next year I guess they showed a tiny clip of it. I'm not sure if I gotta look for it. But apparently it's supposed to be coming out sometime next year, 2023. I'm still gonna watch it. I'm still somewhat excited to see what they have to offer, and if they're going to continue the story of Naota. If they continue the story of Naota, I think that will do better. That'll be somewhat better if they do continue the story of Naruto. Maybe him being a little bit older, maybe him probably going to college, maybe because the last time we left off, he was just getting into middle school.
I never even watched Full Cooler, so I don't
It's
know.
6 episodes. It's a really abstract anime. But also with that, they announced Junji Ito's Uzumaki anime, which comes out this fall of 2022. So I'm looking forward to that as well, because that was announced like a few years ago as well. Uzumaki, Junji Ito, and I'm looking forward for that as well, because Uzumaki is that's one of my favorite mangas that I read. And if you're a manga reader, I highly recommend reading Uzumaki. It's one of those things where you're gonna question yourself, why the hell am I reading this? But you're eventually just like what Uzumaki is, Uzumaki meaning spiral. You're gonna spiral into this book. And then before you know it, you're basically already halfway through the book and you're realizing, why the fuck am I still reading this? This is so fucking stupid. But you just need to find out what the hell is going on. And by the time you reach the end of that book, you really feel like this book really just like you just got caught in this cyclone. You just got caught in this spiral, Uzumaki.
Right.
You know. So hopefully the anime can portray that same feeling, because the manga really portrayed that feeling. You read that shit, like at first it's slow, it's a very slow burner. What I mean by very slow burner is you might read it and you might be like, I don't get all the hype of this book. I don't get the hype of this. And you're gonna put it down. And then you might, and like I said, what I did was I put it down and I picked it back up. Like 2 weeks later, I picked it back up. I just happened to walk in. I was like, hey, I'm bored. Let me just read some more. And then when I picked it up that second time, it caught me. Like I just reached a certain point where I just kept reading, and I was like, this is so stupid. Like, why are they still doing this? I don't understand. What are they doing? And it just keeps going, and you just keep going deeper and deeper and deeper until you realize, damn, I just read this whole fucking book. Great writing, Junji Ito. I read a lot of his books. But yeah, but like, what have Toonami, like, what's your take on Toonami for this, Zen?
Like I said, I told you, it's hard. I mean, it should come back, because the only thing about it, like, I think Toonami should have like a app or something, because it's like TV ratings is not like high anymore.
No.
So that's the only thing. I mean, it's gonna come back, but like, is it gonna change anything? Like, you got all these apps and shit out here. I mean, Toonami was like a big part of like the anime world and introducing anime to the Western world and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So it's always good that it's coming back, but
it's already back. Like, they're just celebrating their 25th anniversary, but like, it's already like. But you talk about like it should come back like how it used to be.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Like, it's introducing like new animes, that's good and stuff, but like, or they should have their own network or something, like not on like Adult Swim or Cartoon Network or something, like a Toonami network. I mean, yeah, like a Toonami network or something like that.
I mean, you know what? I wouldn't mind seeing a streaming channel, and it's like Toonami, and they showcasing all of their classics, like back in the day. And I'm not talking about like, and I'm talking like their edited versions too. Now I'm not saying like, because like all the original uncut stuff, you could find, like I said, Crunchyroll got it. You go on Crunchyroll, find it out. Like they did the little merger thing, so basically Funimation's part of Crunchyroll now. If you want to, you have, you got your other sites, that that could cater to that as well. But like, I feel that like there's nothing really for like and I honestly think it's kind of, it passed its prime, or like I said, the whole anime, the whole anime, like community have changed in the 25 years. You know what I mean? Like I said, we have more access to anime than we ever had, like entirely. Like, anytime, like, so you can literally now say that, like, you could no longer clown somebody for liking anime.
Right.
There was a time when you could clown somebody for watching anime. That time is no longer there. Like, yo, if you clown somebody watching anime, you look like a fucking clown. Plain and simple. It's just like you hear somebody clowning somebody for playing video games. It's like, yo, you've been living under a fucking rock. Like, it's a normal thing. It's like watching movies. Like, what are you talking about? Like, shut up. Like, you know what I mean? Like, yo, you sound weird as fuck. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I've been seeing some of those videos, and like I said, those are gotcha videos. Those are videos where, they say something very, that get under people's skin, and then they gotta defend what they like, and it's like, I don't gotta defend what I like. I like what I like. It's what it is. What it is. But I mean, like, but it's like it's so popular now. Like, going to a Target, I can get a Dragon Ball Z sweatshirt, a Naruto sweatshirt. My Hero Academia. Like, you could buy anime apparel in Walmart, Target, in those department stores. Whereas 10 years ago, yo, the only place you could find those T-shirts 10 years ago, if you go to Hot Topic, and you gotta cross your fingers and pray to God that this Vegeta T-shirt, this extra large Vegeta T-shirt is a fucking extra small.
Yeah, Hot Topic was a go-to spot for anime apparel and stuff like
Yeah.
that.
Like, I'm not talking like on the mainstream setting, like, like Hot Topic. You had to go to Hot Topic. If you couldn't find it, if you didn't have your size of Hot Topic, then you just had to wait around for a convention.
What was that other store? Just kind of going off track, but there was another store. It was similar to Hot Topic. What was it called? Or was it just always Hot Topic?
What you want, Spencer's?
Yeah, Spencer's. That's what I was about
Yeah,
to say.
yeah, Spencer's.
But they had little anime stuff in that joint.
Yeah, yeah. Spencer's had anime stuff as well. Yeah, so I mean, but like those are only two spots. Or FYE. If you went to FYE for your entertainment, it used to be used to be sort of similar, like Sam Goody or like Suncoast videos. You can either go there and they might have some anime apparel. Like, I remember, like, anime, like, we go to like video shops and shit like that. Like, Anime Walls was a lot like if you go to a sneaker shop and look at the wall for like size 14s. Like, it would just be like a pillar. It would be like a pillar and just like 20 DVDs or 20 VHS tapes. And you be trying to find it, like, all right, I see one. It's always be like 1, 3, 6, 10. And you're like, where's 2? I need 2. Like, oh my God. The struggle back then was real. And each of those DVDs were like, each of those Jones was like $40, $50 for like 3 episodes or like 2 episodes. So that shit, like I said, anime was fucking expensive then. Now, like I said, we got streaming services. We get them as they come in. You got apps where you can read the mangas and everything. So look, the new anime people, y'all got it good, okay? When I was going to school, there was no anime clubs. Like, there wasn't enough people who liked anime to build an anime club.
Right.
You know what I mean? I didn't experience an anime club until I got into college, and that right there was just like, I'll do a story time on another day on that one, because that was some bullshit. I'll tell you that one. I'll do a story time next time on that one though. But yeah, but Toonami 25, like I said, congratulations for being on, basically being, well, not, y'all haven't been on air for 25 years because at the end of the day, y'all did have that little break where y'all thought y'all wasn't coming back, but y'all came back, sort of, pseudo came back, you could say. But nah, like 25th anniversary, Toonami was a huge part of me liking anime and just introduced me to a lot of different genres in anime. Let's go into our final topic, which is, do you think Jujutsu Kaisen 0 can outsell Mugen Train?
No, there's no way
You don't think so? Not at all.
at all.
You don't think Jujutsu
One,
Kaisen is that big of an anime
not at all.
to
Has
out?
Jujutsu Kaisen ever outsold the manga of Demon Slayer?
Um,
This is one thing because I got a whole thing I want to say about this.
I'm
But
not
has it ever sold them?
that. I'm not
No,
sure.
it has
I'm not.
not.
Well, hold on. Not sure. Not saying that.
It,
Not
it
saying
has,
yes. Not saying no.
and I want to say this. The music train for Demon Slayer was a continuation. It was basically the next arc.
Yeah.
And it was a continuation. Everybody was hyped to see it, and it was big promotion around it. This movie doesn't have that much promotion to me.
You know, you're
Like
right.
I barely seen any promotion for it. I seen like 2 trailers, maybe, and then that's it. Like it's not like a lot of promotion around it. And it's a prequel, so it's not like a
Yeah.
continuation. So I'm not even that hyped to
I
see
mean,
it.
it's a prequel to the to the zero chapters, which like there's a prequel to the zero the zero chapters on Jujutsu Kaisen. If you read the manga, what's up?
I'm not that hyped to see it because I don't know the motherfuckers that's going to even be in it. You know what I'm saying? It's like
Yeah,
it's not like it's a continuation or a movie with the characters we already grew to know. If you watch the anime, it's a prequel. I don't read the manga, so I don't know anything that's going on in the manga. But the anime, I like the anime. It's good, but it's not going to touch Demon Slayer. Like it's not even going to come close. I think Dragon Ball Super movie will do better than this,
oh
in my
yeah,
opinion.
oh yeah, without a
So
doubt. Yeah, nah, real shit. Yeah, yeah.
that's just
That's.
my thoughts on it.
I mean, you know what? I like you said. I agree with you. I don't think Jujutsu Kaisen, and I think even if they did have the main cast in this movie, for Jujutsu Kaisen, I still don't think it would beat Demon Slayer. Demon Slayer is just a bigger IP than Jujutsu Kaisen. Not saying that Jujutsu Kaisen isn't like, I'm not saying that it's an inferior any way. It's just a lot of it's what's recognizable, and that's what it is. You know, Dragon Ball Super movie is gonna do fantastic. It's gonna be out there. So many people are waiting at the seats for that. One Piece Film Red is going to do fantastic. You
Yeah,
got
that's fun.
people foaming at the mouth, especially what went down for One Piece. If you're a manga reader, especially what's going down in the manga. Listen, I'm just telling you, Film Red is definitely going to fill those asses in
Damn,
those
this
seats.
ass can't even watch it because he don't fucking read it. Like he not caught up in the anime.
Nah, he's not.
At least he was. At least he was. If he was caught up in the anime because of where they at, then he could like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like
well,
he could.
currently right now the anime is in hiatus right now, or it's
Is it?
yeah, it is. For One
Wow.
Piece, there was a breach. They had
Oh,
Toei, yeah,
yeah. That's same thing with the Super movie got pushed back because of that breach.
yeah,
Yeah, that's salty.
yeah. Well, I mean, like I said, it's going to come out eventually. It's going to come out eventually. You know, like I said, we ain't getting the Dragon Ball Super movie day one. I can tell you that right now. We ain't getting that shit day one. I'd be surprised
No,
they did. I'd be surprised if he did.
They already pushed it back. I wanted to talk about this, but we could talk about the breach next week or this week. But if you want to talk about it now, I think they really pushed the shit back because the manga then this moral arc. I mean not moral.
Oh,
This arc.
the heater arc.
So yeah, and they got like
In fact,
they they
you know
do it
what?
monthly. And out
You know,
every month.
hold on, real quick. Let's talk about Dragon Ball Super. Let's talk about
Huh?
it. Let's talk about this current chapter since Brisket is not here. He's too busy being a loser somewhere. Uh, yep. I just use Zen's word loser.
Mm, loser.
You know he's on. I can see him on Discord. He's on. acting like I call him in the. I know we go a little off topic, but like hold on real quick though. I called that nigga Nat. I call. Hey, look at it. Hold up. He gonna. Oh, so now he's off of. Oh no, he's not. He's still in. She's still in the chat. But overall though, like I say, he gonna sit there and tweet. Like I know I sent out yesterday. I said, yo, y'all want to do a recording yesterday, or I sent it out yesterday. Yo, y'all want to do a recording tomorrow? You responded. This nigga didn't respond at all. Didn't say anything. Then this morning, this nigga blowing up the phone because he's retweeting and tweeting on Twitter, and I'm looking like, so this nigga's up here tweeting, retweeting, all this type of shit, and he ain't gonna respond to me. So I called his ass out. Like, you ain't shit.
No.
Oh, my bad. I didn't see it. I was like, what do you mean you didn't see it? It's on your phone. Like,
Right.
I got an Android. I know. I had an Android. I know what it looks like when we get a message. Okay? You ignored that shit. Ignored it.
I don't.
Loser. Nah, but yeah, let's start talking about Dragon Ball Super. Because the current chapter of Dragon Ball Super, chapter 82, I liked it. I enjoyed that chapter. It's been a long time. By me reading Dragon Ball Super where I was like, I'm enjoying this.
Yeah, I mean it was good.
It was a good chapter. This is what I
It wasn't the best, but it was good.
No. It was good. I like because it's doing something that is different. I still don't like the heaters. I'm still gonna call this out. I still don't fucking like the heaters. I don't give two flying fucks about the heaters. I'm still gonna say that.
I got a theory about the heaters.
Yeah, but like,
oh, hold on, no, I gotta say.
Go ahead.
But the theory was that you know how basically like they like came in after the Saiyans like destroyed Granola's planet or whatever, but it was for them or something like that. Wasn't it for them? I think that after that battle with Bardock, that they might have like put it in Frieza's air that they getting stronger and he should destroy the Saiyans. So I think they got like even though it was already stated that Beerus the one that told them to destroy the Saiyans.
Mm-hmm.
But if the heaters put it in Frieza's air, then you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
they might be responsible for them going extinct as well. So it might. I don't know. It's just a theory. I'm still thinking.
Yeah.
Like, that's crazy. But go ahead. Talk about
the
chapter.
This chapter, I like. It was something different. With Goku was signifying, like, so we all know Goku been using instant transmission since the Cell, since the Android saga. But this really shows you how technical instant transmission is. Mm-hmm. And I like the way how they displayed it. With Goku hopping from planet to planet to planet to planet with gas following him. With gas following him and everything. All the way to the point to where he finds a connection to Beerus. I did like the little part where they went to the prison cell and they got the prisoners. That was from the previous arc, and they saw gas. They was like, "Oh man, gas! Yo, let us out! Oh, use the runt. You're basically like use the runt. Use the runt of everything. You pissed yourself. Like the man was chewing him out. Like, yo, you pissed yourself. And it's crazy because now you see a side of gas that you haven't seen. How he basically has an inferiority complex about him. He's always steadily trying to prove himself to his brother. And like this show that shows a little somewhat of a weakness that he has that Goku or somebody else can exploit out of him. But like I said, I liked how he went to freeze. I mean, he connected to Whis.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I like that.
And then that was cool. Doing that just to buy time to get to basically help recover Granola and Vegeta to safety. it's
I didn't like how we just sent them back that way. Like, I thought we should have like talked to him or something. Like, what are you doing? Or you know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, I see. Here's the
but we
thing. I think. See,
knew,
I mean,
but
here. Wait a minute. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I said, all right, Weiss is supposed to be neutral, but it was like, come on, Weiss, like, really, bro? Like, you're just gonna be like, oh, he went that way, like,
Yeah.
damn, like,
But see,
but
that's the thing though. Like, I'm fine with Weiss doing that, being neutral, staying neutral. Like,
yeah,
because like if he was to try to hold him back or was to try to do, he's doing something that is against the law of angels.
mm-hmm.
Remember, like I said, even we said it himself in this chapter. I'm a different being than you. When when Goku when he asked Goku, "How's your progress with Ultra Instinct? How is your progress going?"
Yeah.
And Goku was explaining how hard it was for him to just let go or just to not think about it. You know, and Whis is like, "Look, the reason why I can do it easily because I'm a totally different being than you are.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's going to take some work for
Yeah,
you.
so like
Yeah,
he got to practice his own form and not try to be like Weiss.
and not try to be like Whis.
Uh,
Exactly.
That was interesting.
It's like I said, I'm seeing things that I've been complaining about on Super that I'm seeing in this chapter. I don't mind seeing Goku like still learning.
I like
You,
how the heaters was about to attack him,
yeah,
or was like, y'all don't stand a chance.
yo,
We
don't
gonna be like,
stand chat. Yo,
I like
yo,
that because like in the previous zone they would have attacked them, and then you know what I'm saying,
yeah,
like it would have just been messed up. But at least they made that distinction that they don't stand a chance against them and shit like that. So that was cool.
yeah. That definitely cool. Cause she thought she was gonna do something. Oh, let me, so I can go on that nature. Like, nah, like you don't got a chance. Stop it, like stop it. You don't got it. You don't have it. You don't got what it takes. You ain't gas. You know,
Right.
like you're not there. Even like I said, at the end of the arc, and
Get
I
them back.
remember like when you told me like, oh, Goku remembers his dad, like he remembers his parents. Um, Even when you told me that, it is different from actually reading it and getting the context of it, and not just out of context. It seems so. Oh, I'm gonna roll my eyes. Oh, well, he's just gonna learn about his parents all of a sudden. Now he's gonna remember. Oh, like you know what I mean? But in context, especially with the way how this chapter was building up, I liked how they did that.
Yeah, it was
Even
cool.
like I said, even though they, and I'm gonna say that, even though they did completely rewritten Goku's origin, they
Trash.
rewritten that shit.
Mm.
Cause I mean, look, I'm sorry, they
I'm
did.
sorry, but Super is in a different universe, bro.
I'm I'm gonna
That's
call
a
it. Yo, I'm calling
multi.
that too.
Like
I'm calling that too.
that shit is. I don't know. But go ahead, though,
I
bro.
mean, like, no. I mean, I agree. Like, nah, like, I'm calling that a different universe. I'm calling that a different universe. That's what I am. That's what I'm doing. There's two different universes. This is not going to lead up. This is not going to lead up to GT.
Okay.
It's going to have its own ending. It's going to have its own ending. Like I'm telling you, yeah, nah. Because I mean, to just come out of nowhere and just change his whole origin. Like you watch the Broly movie. Like, come on, Goku was definitely older in that Broly movie.
Yeah, for sure.
Like compared to Bardock Father Goku, compared to that, Goku was an infant. And when I mean infant, like the nigga just born. Like he's maybe like not even a
Day,
week old.
days old.
He days old. You know what I mean? And then when he was sent, the original Bardock Father Goku, when the original one, when he was sent, Goku has no recollection. You know, he has no memory or no recognition of who my parents are.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So it's like so it's like him hitting his head, getting and like knocking out his primal his primal urge. You know what I rather would have would you know what I rather would have seen like the scene out of this. To be honest, since Goku he hit his head as a baby, right?
Mm-hmm.
And basically got amnesia and basically lost his memory or his core. Like basically losing his instinct, his Saiyan instinct, right? I would have liked it to see somewhere in this chapter, instead of them rewriting like, oh, like this is Goku origin story now. Instead of them doing that, I would rather for him to get hit to a point where it brings back his saying like instinct.
Uh, Nah, I think they did it better this way.
You think so?
Yeah.
You don't think Goku getting his saying instinct back
Mm-mm.
and struggles and actually start to struggle with the urge of destroying shit?
Nah, I think nah, nah, nah. Because it won't fit no more.
Yeah,
You
you're
wanna
right.
know why? Because now the way they wrote the Saiyans now,
Yeah,
they're not naturally savages anymore. Now
yeah,
they're they were built like you know what I'm saying? Like
yeah.
they had like that because of Frieza.
Because of
But like
freeze,
now
yeah.
he's gentle and all of this shit. And if he gets mad, but he's still gentle. You know what I'm
He's
saying?
still
Like
gentle, yeah. Like
shit.
they still himself. I think, like I said, to be honest, I think Akira Toriyama with him changing the origin is probably him probably fixing a mistake, maybe. Like the way I look at it is more like the first time him going through Bardock, Father of Goku, right? It feels more like, it feels sort of more like the whole I'm going to make something, but I haven't really thought it through kind of thing. And then now that you got the super version with with them doing the Broly movie and everything like that, you probably have more time to think and then probably flesh it out. Probably have
Right.
time to flush it out, maybe. Overall, I still like the original Bardock story. It's just more. Like I said, I do feel this is a different universe, and like I said, that theory right there, I'm with you on this one. The more I think about it, I mean, I'm gonna go with this whole set of, um, it's a different universe. Like this is a different universe from what the ending Dragon Ball Z, what the ending of Dragon Ball Z is, because having, like I said, the original Bardock story, the Saiyans are ruthless, and this is without Frieza.
Yeah.
Their nature, like I said, if you watch that first movie, they didn't give two fucks. All they cared about was sleeping, eating, fucking, and fighting.
Yeah.
And that's it. You know?
Yeah, I gotta say this though. About the chapter was, I mean, it was a good chapter. I do like the way he got his memory back. When I first seen the spoilers, they didn't show how he got it back. They just show his reaction,
Yeah.
and I liked his reaction too.
Yeah.
He remembered everything, and then what the chapter ended right there, right? Like it wasn't
Yeah.
nothing else. Right? So that was good. So I mean,
Yeah. The
it
chapter
gave you
the
a
the,
lot of.
the chapter well, the initial chapter ended with Goku remembering his parents. But then
Mhm.
it goes a little bit into the fight between Gas and Bardock. So look like the next chapter might pick up during that flashback with Gas and Bardock fighting, because they, like I said, they're trying to get a sense on how they can how they can defeat him. Um, you know, Gas. I just, like I said, I don't care for the Heaters at all as major villains. I really don't.
Me neither.
Um, like I said, with them just all wish. Oh, I wish to be the strongest warrior. Like, like it's just so, like, I still feel that this arc should have been relegated to not Goku and Vegeta, but Goten and Trunks.
I gotta go off topic with the movie real quick because we forgot
Was
that they
that
did in the movie that they didn't even show like a glimpse of Oob yet.
what you mean?
So I think they're gonna have Oob in this movie. Like I think it's gonna be like a surprise thing.
Oh, you
But
think so?
where he beat you don't think so?
No, go ahead. No, come here. I mean, I
If they
actually
have
forgot
him,
about it.
yeah, I just thought about it. If they have him like beat up like the main villain, I'm gonna be mad as shit. Like that's just it. For real.
Not for you, man. Well, you know what? Like I said, it's a good combo though. We're gonna wind this. We're gonna wind this down though. All right. Well, what I'm currently watching, well, I've been watching the show that Zen the Zen recommended me last week was The Legend of Vox Machina. It's on Amazon Prime, and great show. Actually, I've been really enjoying it. I think I'm on the third episode so far, so I feel that it is a fantastic show. I'm enjoying it. But the animes that I'm currently involved in watching currently, I would just highly recommend trying to get your hands. I've been watching like a lot of anime movies recently. So Summer Wars, I've been watching that, which is not on any streaming services, which is quite surprising. Paprika and Tech on King Creep. Those three anime movies I've been watching. So there's, it's been pretty good. You know, really enjoy those movies. So go ahead, give them a watch, give them a chance. And yeah, that is about it. All right, bro.
Hello?
All right, yeah, I can hear you.
Alright, I don't know what the fuck happened. I was trying to say that show that you said, I thought that joint was on Amazon Prime. Summer Wars.
Oh, Summer Wars.
I think that's on Amazon Prime, or I'm mistaken that for something else.
You're probably mistaken that because that's not. I was trying to look. I was looking that up yesterday, and then it didn't show up.
All right, and I've been watching the Harry Potter movies, man.
All right, been watching Harry Potter. Harry Potter.
I'm on like the sixth movie or fifth movie, I think,
All
and
right.
that's the order.
The Order of Phoenix is 4. No,
Or
is that
six.
4?
I think it's 6, bro. It's 5 or 6. It's 5,
Hold
I
on.
believe. 4 was prison. 4 was 4 was Goblet of Fire.
And then Order of the Phoenix, Half Blood Prince.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Fantastic Beasts movie because they're coming out with a new one, so I'm gonna catch up with those.
You know what? It's a story for another day. The reason why I'm not going to see that movie. It's going to be a story for another day.
You might as well say it now because I want to know now.
No, because like I said, they took out a Johnny Depp character because of the false accusations.
Okay.
From his ex, from his ex,
Yeah.
and they took him out the movie, but like because of that, but found out that what you said was false.
Oh, Johnny Depp was Grindelwald's boy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit, I forgot.
Yeah, they took him out the movie. Like I'm not watching that, and I'm also not watching the new Aquaman movie because she's in it. And it's like, yo, you literally just falsely accused Johnny Depp. It made him lose his spot in a movie franchise, and yet you're still there, even though it came out that you lied, and you still got you still got your thing in the movie. Nah, fuck that shit. Like I'm not watching that movie.
No, I'm with you. I'm with you. I'm just a fan of the.
No, I mean like that's just me. Like here, like I said, I'm gonna be clear with this. I'm gonna be clear with this. I do not ridicule anybody for watching a movie, even though something happened. If you want to watch the movie and watch with gusto. If you love the movie, then you love the movie. This is my personal take on this. My personal take did not judge you for watching a movie that I don't really support or I don't care for because an actor did something. So,
right.
Clear the air. Like I said, everybody make their own choices. I'm not gonna look down upon you. I'm not gonna look at you sideways because you went to go see the new Aquaman film or you went to go see, the Fantastic Beast or whatever like that. I'm no. And anybody who try to shame you into doing that, fuck them. Seriously.
Right.
I can't stand motherfuckers who try to put their opinions on somebody else because, I don't like what they did to this. I can't believe you went to. Shut the fuck up. All right? Let people watch their shit. Okay? If you don't want to do it, then you don't do it.
Right.
You know, so shit. Like, yo, if you want to watch that movie, go and watch that movie and enjoy the fuck out that movie. Me personally, I'm not watching it, and that's my personal take on it.
Right. I feel you. I'm with you, but gotta go watch it.
Yeah, now go ahead. Yo, go and watch it. Let me know how it is.
It's a prequel, and it's about Dumbledore, bro.
Yeah.
I gotta.
Sequels about Dumbledore. Listen, you do you, man. You do.
But
Let me know how it is.
all the Fantastic Beasts are prequels, so it's before the Harry Potter time.
Before the Harry Potter. Okay, yeah.
So, I just liked them because it was like in America, bro. So
Yeah.
it was like cool, like Wizards in America. It showed like a different. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
A different thing, a different side. So that was pretty cool. But
So
yeah,
different side of it.
I'm watching Harry Potter movies.
All
That's
right,
what I'm watching. And I'm watching Bel Air.
All right. Oh yeah, I gotta continue to watch Bel Air, man.
Yeah, bro,
Gotta
catch
continue
up,
to
bro.
watch Bel Air.
Some good stuff going on, bro. Good stuff going on right now.
I bet it is, man. Bet it
Good,
is.
good stuff. And when you see it, you're gonna be like, oh shit. Like, you'll see.
All right. Well, that is it, people. Another episode of Nani Support Group. Like you said, I enjoyed doing this. So, where can we find you? Well, you can find me on Unqualified Gamer, on YouTube, also on Twitter and Instagram with the same name. You can find the links below. Zen, where can we find you?
I changed my website name from ZenithX Official to ZenithX.com. So it's now XENYTHX.com. Y'all can catch me there. And from there,
Put that in the link in the Discord.
Yeah, and from there you can get all my social medias.
Gotcha. Cool. Well, this has been the Nani Support Group, and we will see y'all in the next episode. Till then, peace out.
Peace.